Welcome to the Philippines Premier Motor Show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A midsize SUV from Isuzu, the MU-X LSE 4x4 AT, and a mini sedan from Suzuki, the all-new Celerio 1L AGS. Plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two subcompact SUVs, the Chevrolet Tracker-led line versus the Honda HR-V V-Turbo CVT. On Autopedia, we'll talk about understanding your car's handling, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry. We shall have the highlights of the next generation Ford Media Drive as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Kung ika'y naghahanap ng truck naging sumabak, Travis ang asahan sa maraming haputan. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis.
Transcend your business with the Isuzu Travis. Inquire now at any Isuzu dealership near you.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Isuzu. In this edition of Car Review, we take a look at the new Isuzu MU-X LSE 4x4 automatic transmission.
The arrival of the all-new Isuzu MU-X has excited many of the brand's loyalists and caught the eye of many fence-sitters among those looking for a 7-seater midsize SUV for the family. In a very competitive market that has seen more players coming in, Isuzu has chosen to introduce an SUV that bucks the trend for brash in-your-face design concepts. The all-new Isuzu MU-X LSE 4x4 automatic arrived with more soft curves than hard angles, while taking up space that's 4,850mm long, 1,870mm wide, and 1,825mm tall, with a 235mm ground clearance and 2,855mm long wheelbase. The fascia features thick louvered grille and tungsten silver and chrome, auto-leveling Arrow signature bi-LED headlamps framed by daylight running lights and front LED fog lamps. The rear features spoilers, winglet signature rear combination lights, LED fog lamp, and high-mount stop lamp. Other exterior features include body-colored door handles, body-color side view mirrors with integrated side turn lamp and power adjust and fold function, roof rails with 100kg load capacity, side stepboard, a power tailgate, rain-sensing wipers, and 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels with machine-cut finish wrapped by 265 50 R20 tires. The MU-X LSE 4x4 automatic that Isuzu brought into the country came with the most number of interior upgrades. These include a whole lot of leather for the seats, the steering wheel, and some trim. The driver's seat power adjusts 8 ways. The front passenger seat manually adjusts 4 ways. The second row seats for 3 splits and fold 60/40 and come with fold down center armrests and 3 adjustable headrests. The third row seat for 2 splits and folds 50/50 and also comes with adjustable headrests. Both row of seats fully fold to allow for a wide, flat surface for additional cargo. The leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts and telescopes and also features bits of chrome garnish as well as controls for audio, phone, and voice control. The dash features electroluminescent type meters plus a 4.2-inch multi-information display. Comfort and convenience features include power door locks and windows, dual zone climate control system and pollen filter and vents for rear passengers, 12-volt and 220-volt accessory outlets, and USB charging port. But the coolest feature is the remote car lock system that comes with immobilizer, remote start engine, and powered tailgate control. This is complemented by a push start-stop engine function. The infotainment system features a 10-inch touchscreen display unit with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth connectivity, auxiliary in, USB port, navigation, and an 8-speaker system. The MU-X LSE 4x4 automatic is powered by Isuzu's 4JJ3 TCX 2999cc diesel engine with electronic VGS turbocharger, intercooler, and common rail direct injection that generates 190 PS and 450 Nm of torque. The engine is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift. The top-of-the-line MU-X comes with a 4-wheel drive drivetrain with shift-on-the-fly function that allows drivers to easily shift from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive mode. It also comes with a terrain command select dial and rough terrain mode switch that should give confidence when driving on off-road trails. The all-new MU-X rides much more comfortably on double wishbones with coil spring and high-mounted upper control arm plus stabilizer in front and 5-link suspension with coil spring stabilizer bar in the rear. The brakes feel responsive and linear with a system that uses ventilated discs on all 4 wheels. The all-new MU-X is equipped to take on rougher roads. Aside from the higher ground clearance, it also comes with oil pan guard, fuel tank protector, and transfer case protector. It is also rated to have a weighting capacity of 800mm. Isuzu equipped the all-new MU-X with its Advanced Driver Assist System or ADAS that includes forward collision warning, autonomous emergency brake, turn assist, pedal misapplication mitigation, something to prevent SUA or sudden unintended acceleration, adaptive cruise control, manual speed limiter. ADAS also features automatic high beam headlights, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. A reverse camera with what Isuzu calls rear 4-eye parking aid makes it easier to park the MU-X. The all-new MU-X also comes with a host of standard and advanced safety features. These include 7 airbags in the 4x4 variant, anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, brake override system, electronic stability control, traction control, hill start assist, hill descent control, 7 ELR seatbelts, and child seat tethers. Also added for safety are side door impact beams, engine immobilizer, child-proof rear door locks, rear defogger.
Isuzu pulled out all the stops in equipping the top-of-the-line MU-X LSE 4x4 automatic with as much standard and state-of-the-art automotive technologies. It comes with a hefty price that reaches the 2 million peso mark. Although many would think all the new technology makes it all worth the price. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Are you into grassroots racing, slaloms, autocross, time attacks, and circuit racing? Do you like to keep your daily ride in tip-top condition? Do you want to improve the performance and ride of your vehicle? Then head over to Fixed Stop Auto Service along 91 Congressional Avenue, Project 8 in Quezon City. Fixed Stop Auto Service can level up the performance and ride of your daily ride or weekend racer of all brands, models, and makes, from Japanese, American, European, and all other global manufacturers. Fixed Stop Auto Service offers preventive maintenance services, as well as upgrades of brakes, suspension, and other mechanical works. Fixed Stop also caters to all your needs for performance tires and accessories to make your dream vehicle stand out on the road or for just your enjoyment. For appointments, call 0917-803-8283 or message us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/fixedstopautoservice.
Ready?
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Kia Philippines is preparing the way for the arrival of the Kia EV6 at local dealerships by debunking several myths that may be discouraging people from acquiring BEVs or battery electric vehicles.
We have done a research, and the research tells us that there are several concerns that have been raised by the buying public. And those concerns we will now explain to you why they are more myths and perceptions than real issues. That's the reason why we're here, because we need your partnership so that we can educate and communicate very creatively with our buying public why the EV is the new way to go about town. Ayala has launched, as we had explained before, and just a few weeks ago, they launched 21 locations for charging stations from here all the way up to the north in Baguio. So today, those 21 stations are up and running. Very critical as we move further and expand the charging stations that we have here.
Debunking the myth about limited range, Kia says the EV6 GT line offers a fully electric, zero-emission powertrain configuration with a long-range, high-voltage battery pack. The EV6 can travel over 500 kilometers on a single charge. Kia also addresses concerns about the supposed high cost of BEV maintenance, pointing out that EVs don't require constant replacement of engine oils, transmission fluids, and other lubricants in cars powered by internal combustion engines. This alone results in significant savings. Finally, Kia says concerns about BEV safety should be allayed by the EV6 earning accolades, including European Car of the Year 2022 award and a 5-star Euro NCAP rating.
This is the first dedicated battery electric vehicle of Kia. And that would mean from the ground up, literally from the base, which is the battery, to the exterior design of the vehicle, was all designed with this particular vehicle in mind. That would translate to superior aerodynamics and efficiency. And proudly, I can actually say that we've driven the car all around Luzon.
The shift towards mainstream use of electric vehicles may have just gotten a boost with the launch of a network of public charging stations. The first of this network of charging stations being established by Solarius EV Charging, a sister company of Solarius Energy, is set up at the Fairmont Raffles Hotel in Makati. During the launch of its first charging station established in partnership with Accord Group, Solarius CEO Peter Wilson revealed the plan to build a network of world-class destination EV charging locations. Solarius aims to have 60 charging station locations energized by the end of the first quarter of 2023, 180 locations by the end of next year, and 500 locations by 2025. Solarius offers to set up EV charging stations at hotels and resorts for free in return for being allowed to offer guests with EV charging for a fee. EV drivers can enjoy comfortable stays at conveniently located resorts and hotels while charging their cars overnight.
You can always learn more by going to www.solarius.com.ph. If you're interested in having a free charger at your location, if you own a hotel or a resort, please contact us. We'd love to talk to you. And for those of you who are driving EVs already, we hope to see you at one of our charging stations soon. And for anybody who's in the market for a new car, please do not consider petrol, diesels. That technology has already been and gone. You can switch with confidence to a full electric car and own it with confidence, enjoy driving it, and charge at our locations. Thank you.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Who said happiness can only be found on the ground? Next generation Ford Ranger. Do the undone. Reserve yours now on Ford.com.ph or at your nearest Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our comparison of the latest automobile malls belong to the same category on Head to Head. This edition of Head to Head pits the Chevrolet Tracker Redline against the Honda HR-V V-Turbo CVT in a spec-to-spec comparo.
The subcompact SUV segment is packed with a lot of entries trying to one-up each other in terms of looks, comfort, performance, safety, and connectivity, many offering the latest in automotive and digital technology and innovations. And meeting the needs of the new trends and demands of personal mobility, let's check out the Chevrolet Tracker Redline and the Honda HR-V V-Turbo CVT in a spec-to-spec comparo. How are they meeting the new demands of personal mobility? The Tracker is the smallest SUV in Chevrolet's local lineup, an athletic, muscular SUV at that. The Honda HR-V returned to the Japanese brand's local lineup of SUVs looking all elegant, sporty, and stylish. The Chevy Tracker LT Redline is 4,270mm long, 1,791mm wide, and 1,627mm tall, with a 2,570mm long wheelbase and minimum ground clearance of 161mm. The Honda HR-V is 4,385mm long, 1,790mm wide, and 1,590mm tall, with a ground clearance of 181mm. The top-of-the-line Chevy Tracker LT Redline comes with red exterior accents and trim found on the wide horizontal beam of the grille, with the black Chevy bow tie, the gloss black side mirrors, and the 17-inch black alloy wheels. The Redline also features an electric sliding panoramic sunroof, LED projector headlamps and manual leveling, and auto on-off function. Daytime running lights at double S turn indicators, side mirrors with power adjust and heater functions, as well as integrated turn signals, LED tail lamps, black B-pillars, lower body molding, rear fog lamps, rear spoiler, high mount stop lamp, and roof antenna. The Honda HR-V V-Turbo extensively uses LED lighting from the headlights with auto on-off function to the daytime running lights, the taillights, the light bar, and the high mount stop lamp. The HR-V V-Turbo also features projector-type fog lamps, side turn signal lights integrated in the side door mirrors, shark fin antenna, tailgate spoiler, and rear intermittent wipers with washer. Distinguishing the V-Turbo are the bumper with the amp-up line, black mesh-type grille, platinum headlight extension, dual taillight finishers, and turbo emblem, and 17-inch gray alloy wheel strapped by 215/60 R1796H tires. Chevrolet equipped the Tracker Redline with a passive entry system and push-button start. The Tracker Redline cabin features a black interior with jet black faux leather seats with dread double stitching, dual-barrel sports instrument panel with color driver information console, and leather-wrapped D-shaped steering wheel with audio controls. The driver's seat can be adjusted 6 ways with a unique combination of power and manual system. The front passenger seat adjusts 4 ways. The back row seat for 3 splits and folds 60/40 and features retractable headrests. Other comfort and convenient features include automatic climate control, AC cabin pollen filter, power windows, and rear window defogger. Honda equipped the HR-V V-Turbo CVT with a smart keyless entry with one push-start system. The cabin also features black and silver accents and leather upholstered seats and shift knob. The driver's seat slides, reclines, and adjusts for height. The front passenger seat slides and reclines. The second row features Honda's patented ULT seating, which splits and folds flat 60/40 and comes with a rear armrest. The leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts and telescopes and features controls for audio, the HFT, and the multi-information display. The instrument panel comes with a 7-inch digital display. Other comfort and convenience features include power windows and door locks, auto power folding door mirrors, single-zone automatic air conditioning with the new air diffusion system and rear air vents, electronic parking brake, ambient cabin lighting, 4 grab rails, 4 bottle holders, 4 cup holders, 12-volt accessory socket, sun visors with illuminated mirrors, map lights, cargo area lights, tonneau cover, auto-dimming rear view mirrors, and 2 rear USB charging ports. The Tracker Redline infotainment system features a floating 8-inch colored touchscreen display with the latest version of the Chevrolet MyLink infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth, a tuner, video player, and 6 speakers. The HR-V V-Turbo infotainment system uses an 8-inch touchscreen system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth, hands-free telephone, audio streaming, USB input, and 6 speakers. The Chevrolet Tracker is powered by the lightweight new generation 1.0-liter 3-cylinder DOHC Ecotec turbo engine that generates 116 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 175 Nm of torque at 1,500 to 4,200 RPM. This is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission delivering power and torque to the front wheels. The suspension features McPherson struts in front and compound crank rear axle system in the rear. Stopping power comes from an all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front and installed in the rear. The top-of-the-line Honda HR-V is powered by a turbocharged 1,498cc 4-cylinder VTEC engine that generates 177 PS and 240 Nm of torque, mated to a continuously variable transmission that drives the front wheels. The HR-V uses McPherson struts in front and axle-type suspension in the rear. It comes with an all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front. Chevy equipped the Tracker Red Line with active and passive safety technologies that include anti-lock braking system, electronic stability control, emergency brake warning, rollover mitigation, enhanced understeer control, cornering brake control, traction control system, engine drag control, panic brake assist, hill start assist, low vacuum brake assist, no vacuum brake assist, fading brake assist, torque vectoring brakes, engine immobilizer, anti-theft alert system, and tire pressure monitoring system. Added for safety are front passenger and side airbags, ISOFIX system, 5 3-point ELR seat belts with indicators in the driver and front passenger benefiting from force limiters. Parking is made more safe and convenient with a reverse camera with a wide 130-degree viewing angle and rear sensors. The HR-V comes standard with Honda Sensing, a suite of driver assist technologies that include collision mitigation braking system, adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow, lane keeping assist system, road departure mitigation system with lane departure warning, auto high beam, and lead car departure notification system. Aside from Honda Sensing making the HR-V even more safe and convenient to drive, an anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, vehicle stability assist, hill descent control, hill start assist, auto brake hold, and agile handling assist, as well as a multi-view rear camera. Also standard for safety are 3-point ELR seat belts with a reminder for 5 front and side airbags, speed sensing door locks, and ISOFIX child seat anchors.
The Chevrolet Tracker Red Line and the HR-V V-Turbo have many of the comfort and convenience features, now expected in SUVs as well as technologies that work to keep drivers out of trouble. After this comparo, which would you rather?
Kung ika'y naghahanap ng truck na game sumabak, Travis ang asahan sa maraming haputan. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis.
Transcend your business with the Isuzu Travis. Inquire now at any Isuzu dealership near you.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Life comes at you fast. If you're brave enough, drive right back at it. Brave the big city or the great outdoors. Brave the carpool or the extra cargo. Brave the unexpected with Honda Sensing. Brave the long road with fuel efficiency to reach your destination. The all-new Honda BRV. Brave the next level.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Ford flexed the capabilities of the new Everest and Ranger in the next generation Ford Drive experience with invited motoring journalists enjoying a drive through various road conditions and terrains from the Clark Freeport Zone up to Lake Maponuepe and back, as well as some challenging exercises during the adventure.
So we're here today in Zambales, here in Northern Luzon, basically to allow our media friends to really experience and appreciate the features and capabilities of the next generation Ford Ranger and Everest. So yes, there's a lot of new features for the next generation and the next generation Ranger and Everest. Basically, the ride and handling. We've made a lot of improvements and enhancements when it comes to the ride and handling. And of course, when you see these vehicles, they're both stand out on the road with the way they look. They command some huge presence on the road, and we're really very excited for our customers to appreciate them.
This event is really about showcasing the next-gen Ranger and Everest and really giving people the opportunity to see the vehicle as a whole, see the amount of technology, the amount of change and the amount of features that we've been able to put into this vehicle. In terms of comfort, probably one of the biggest changes that we made was around changing the platform to have a longer wheelbase and wider stance. And that's really enabled some suspension changes to move outboard of the frame, which gives the vehicle a lot better ride and handling, and also helps to support really quiet MVH performance in both the Everest and the Ranger.
We designed a very interesting course today from Clark all the way here to Zambales, that basically a combination of on-road, highway driving, and of course much anticipated off-road conditions where the capabilities of the next generation Ford vehicles were really put to the test. So challenging terrains, water wading, ride and handling, all of these conditions were really put to the test by our next generation Ford vehicles, because we really wanted our media partners to really be able to test them in real driving conditions, wherever you are. And in the Philippines, we're really home to a lot of different and various driving conditions and terrain. So we want our media partners to test our vehicles in these conditions.
What I loved about the next gen Ford Ranger and Ford Everest is the safety driving features that they put in the car. You can tell that it's a total winner, like value for money, from city drive to a driver who just uses it around the city, and to the weekend traveler. It's a perfect car, really. I was very impressed with the automated parking system, but we did do it in the parking lot, so I am really excited to see how it works and how it performs in the real world setting. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna do the job it's supposed to do.
Definitely encourage everyone to come and try this vehicle. This really is a next generation product. The features, the technology, and the changes that we've made to this vehicle is really taking it to the next level, putting together comfort, convenience from an Everest perspective, as well as off-road capability. And then from a Ranger perspective, it's really about all the usages that people use this kind of vehicle for, but also giving people the comfort and the convenience of everyday use.
So for all the viewers, we would really like to invite you to come and check out the next generation Ford Ranger and next generation Ford Everest at a Ford dealership nearest you, because it's really important for you not just to be able to see it, right, but also to test drive it and to experience our next generation Ford vehicles. So please do check out our website, www.ford.com.ph, our social media accounts, and of course all our Ford dealerships nationwide for you to get a chance to really see our next generation Ford Ranger and Everest up close and personal. We're excited to see you driving them on the road soon. Thank you very much.
The Everest and the Ranger have gotten upgrades that make them even more of a lifestyle vehicle, as well as safer, comfortable, and fun drives. Check them out at dealerships.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Hatchbacks are known to be fun and practical vehicles. This car review takes a look at one that exhibits both qualities, the all-new Suzuki Celerio.
Suzuki Philippines has rolled out the all-new Celerio GL, confident that it will find owners looking for a fun yet practical hatchback. Suzuki describes the latest generation Celerio as a compact hatch with a spacious interior. But at 3,695mm long, 1,655mm wide, and 1,555mm tall, the Celerio is still properly a subcompact hatchback, although looking a lot larger than its predecessor. Suzuki has decided to eschew the boxy design of the old Celerio, giving the new one well-rounded corners and surfaces. A minimum ground clearance of 170mm and 2,435mm long wheelbase that pushes the tires to the very corners give the Celerio an SUV vibe. The Celerio fascia has a retro look with a black oval grille with a single band of chrome flanking the Suzuki badge and leading to the distinctive multi-reflector halogen headlamps. The body-colored bumper frames a black lower grille which in turn frames round fog lamps at the corners. The rear also features distinctive LED combination lamps and reflectors on the bumper. The 15-inch black alloy wheels also look distinctive, wrapped by 175/60 R15 tires. Other exterior features include 2-speed intermittent front wipers with washer, rear 1-speed wipers with washer, rear window demister, body-colored outside mirrors that power adjust, antenna mounted on front roof. Like its predecessor, the all-new Celerio GL has a surprisingly roomy interior that can seat 5 adults, with 295 liters of space for cargo in the rear. More, with the rear seats folded, it folds 60/40. No smart entry system, but it does have remote-controlled door locks with hazard lamp, central door locking with the switches on the center console, and power windows in front and rear. It also comes with manual air conditioning system complemented by a pollen filter. The rotary controls for the air conditioning are on the center console with an easy reach of driver and front seat passenger. Suzuki describes the interior design as energetic, bringing one's senses alive. The description fits within an interior featuring a lot of lines, angles, curves, and circles. It's got a large analog speedometer and a small digital tachometer. The front passenger and driver seats manually adjust 4 ways. The fabric seat upholstery looks and feels rich. The 3-spoke steering wheel tilts and comes with controls for the audio system. There's a front console tray that comes with drink holder. The front and rear doors also got drink holders. The all-new Celerio GL comes with a 6.2-inch touchscreen audio unit with an anti-glare touchscreen, WebLink 2.0, Bluetooth and USB connectivity, and plays through speakers on the front and rear doors. There's also a 12-volt accessory socket on the front console underneath the aircon controls. Lift the hood of the all-new Celerio GL and one finds the 1.0-liter K10C dual-jet engine that generates 67 horsepower and 89 Nm of torque. While the power numbers may not seem impressive, the engine provides enough grunt to make the Celerio a fun drive, considering it only has a curb weight of 805 to 830 kilograms or a gross vehicle weight of 1,260 kilograms. Suzuki claims the all-new Celerio achieved a 28.25 km per liter fuel efficiency, a claim validated by the Automobile Association of the Philippines. This makes the Celerio, which is offered with either a 5-speed manual transmission or an auto gear shift system, all the more attractive to motorists looking to save on fuel costs. The AGS is an automated manual transmission featuring intelligent shift control actuator that automatically operates the shift and clutch to bring convenience to manual driving. Think of the AGS as an automatic gearbox with the fuel efficiency of powertrains with manual transmission. The Celerio features Suzuki Hardtech platform that both light and highly rigid, which makes the subcompact hatchback a fun, safe, and an economical daily driver. The suspension system uses McPherson struts in front and torsion beam in the rear. The Celerio brake system features ventilated discs in front and leading trailing jumps in the rear. Ride and handling is helped along by electric power steering. The all-new Celerio that arrived in the country comes standard with anti-lock brake system and electronic stability program. The Celerio with AGS comes with an added hill hold control. The Celerio with AGS also comes with what Suzuki calls the Engine Auto Stop Start, or EASS, system that on certain conditions shuts down the engine automatically, like when coming to a stop. Suzuki says this should help prevent unnecessary fuel consumption while limiting exhaust emissions. Other standard safety features include 3-point ELR seatbelts for 4, plus a center lap belt in the rear seat, ISOFIX child seat anchorages, child seat tethers, child-proof rear door locks, dual front airbags, rear parking sensors, and immobilizer.
With listed prices of just 708,000 pesos for the one with manual transmission and 754,000 pesos for the other with AGS, the all-new Celerio GL looks like a hatchback of good value. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about handling. And by handling, I don't mean race car handling, which 99.99% of us will never do anyway. What we're gonna be talking about is how the car handles normally on the road. So you can go to YouTube and then there are lots of videos explaining what camber is, what caster is, and all of this stuff. But what we're going to be talking about is a bit more practical. How to know if your car needs alignment or not, and how to check if the alignment shop did a proper and correct job after you have it aligned. So if they did a sucky job, you can always tell them that, hey, car's not aligned, it's a back job. The easiest test that anybody can do, actually you do it unconsciously, you always have one hand on the wheel to keep the car going straight, because as you can see here, we're trying to go straight. The second that you let go of the steering wheel, and we're about to crash into the Jeep. That's how you know your car needs alignment. And that's also the test after you have your car have alignment done in the alignment shop. You let it go. If it tracks straight, then job's well done. If it doesn't, then back job. Actually, for alignment, the biggest factor that they adjust to make the car go straight or not is toe in and toe out. not camber per se. Camber relates more to how the car turns, which we'll explain in a bit. We're going to explain the terms with actual wheels rather than a diagram, because having actual stuff is a lot easier to visualize. The most common that you hear is camber alignment. That simply means labas o pasok yung wheel. So this is negative camber, this is positive camber. Almost all cars now don't have positive camber anymore. A lot of the cars now, when you buy it stock straight from the factory, have a very, very slight negative camber, both on the front and in the back. Why they do this? Because when you have a car that's negatively cambered and then when you corner, the wheels actually straighten out. So we're gonna exaggerate it a bit. So you have a car that says negative camber like this. When you corner, weight shifts out, the wheel gets straighter, so there's more grip on the road. And when you turn the other way, the same thing happens. Weight is on this wheel gets straighter, so there's more grip on this one. So that's what camber is. The next question is, hindi ba mapupudpud yung gulong ko dahil naka-negative camber ako? The answer is no. The amount of camber is very, very slight. Usually a degree is a lot. So it's anywhere from half a degree to 1 degree. That's the stock setting of almost all cars now. There are some rare cars like Mazda 3s have about 1.5 degrees, sometimes 2 degrees of negative camber at the back. And by the way, that's what makes the car handle so well because of that extreme negative camber at the back. If you hear, hang around with car people often enough, you'll hear na napuputpud yung loob ng gulong ko. It's because of, if you have too much negative camber like this, only this part is on the ground. This part here does not rub the ground. So the end result is you get inside tire wear, which means it's napupudpud sa loob. And since you're a cheapskate, i-rotate mo na lang yung goma para mapudpud naman yung labas. But as we showed earlier, if your car goes straight or not when you let go of the steering wheel, a lot of it has to do with toe in and toe out. And then for this one, we need to have a shot from above the tire. This is toe in, this is toe out. Again, the stock setting is almost always slightly toed in from the factory. And it's pretty easy to see. If you have an old Transformers toy that with one wheel wobbled like that, obviously it will not go straight. It's wobbled like this, it will also not go straight. If it's straight like this with very slightly pointing inward, then this will actually go straight when you roll it. Having the opposite of like that, this will also go straight, but it will be very wiggly. So most of the adjustments when you're having a car aligned to go straight is actually the toe in and toe out. The third term that you will hear is caster alignment. Most of the cars now, we don't really adjust this anymore because there's not much to adjust, and adjusting it doesn't really affect anything unless you're racing. So let's forget about that one. So the two important things to remember are toe in, toe out, and then camber alignment for tire wear. But once again, the best test, if your alignment job is great or not, let go of the steering wheel. That advice also same goes for people who install lowering springs. They always ask, do you need an alignment after you install lowering springs or any other suspension work? Same principle goes. Let go of the steering wheel. If your car runs straight, you don't need an alignment. If it veers left and right at kumakabig, then you need an alignment. That's how handling is done for us normal people 99.99% of the time, and that's all what we need to be concerned about. Yes, you can have lowering springs, better shock absorbers, but the thing is, for normal people driving on normal roads, handling is how straight your car goes. And when you ask it to turn, and it turns, and it's not malikot, it's not all over the road. That is handling for the common person.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Electronic Automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.